Yes, I'm putting the camera on, and I have some seaweed here. I've been putting some seaweed into it, into the earlier on. I put some seaweed into the mix. People say, "Can you do that?" I said, "Yes, I can. I can do whatever I want, basically, because this is my home, and I can do whatever I feel like, because that's the way things are." So when I'm making the dough, earlier on I put some garlic in, fresh garlic. What I did was I got some garlic and some chilies, fresh chilies that I picked from my garden, the greenhouse at the back, and I put them into a little container like this. And I put some oil, vegetable oil, and some olive oil, small bit of water to stop the thing sticking together, and then I blended it like fuck with one of those blenders. Let me show you the blender I use. This is an absolutely incredible. It will blend up anything. You can even blend up milkshakes, smoothies, anything. All you have to do is plug it in. But as you can see, there is no plug on this wall. Shocking. The people are coming here every day watching me cook, and they say, "Why do you have to go inside into the kitchen with your blender? Why can't you put it in here?" I said, "Because there's no fucking plug." Look, no fucking plug. Incredible, strange but true, but that's the way it is. Yes. So someone suggested to me on the YouTube the other evening, they said, "Why don't you do a little cookery demonstration?" I said, "I will." So this is what I'm doing. My apron is down there in the bedroom.
Don't tell me he's gone off looking for the fucking apron. You know what it's like. It's take him ages.
Stop it, Larry. I think this is... He hasn't done the cookery shows before, you know. It's probably a learning experience for him. 10 for that, Punjab. 10 for that. Oh, yeah, 10 for B2. Yeah, 10 for,
yes,
10 for, over that.
Apron. I can't... Someone said it wouldn't be a good idea not to be... I have to put that over here. Someone said you can't really be cooking without your apron on, you know, because it won't look professional. I said, that's true. He said, "What's with the cap and the glasses?" I said, "Well, Interpol have a search warrant out for me." Interpol? Yes. Apparently, I did something on the computer, interfered with one of the security networks or something. I published some documents, you know, relating to the American election, Trump and all that. This is a scone. This is a scone that I cooked a few days ago. It's very tasty. Now the main reason I'm showing you this scone at this moment is because I'm hungry and I'm going to have a bite of it. Yes. So, see here, we're putting into the pizza mix. I'm also putting in some fresh dillisk. This dillisk was picked a couple of weeks ago by some of our amazing dillisk pickers. You want to see them in action? They're fantastic. Yes, a lot of people. I'm going to leave you for a moment. I'll leave you in the hands of Sir Charles. Is that okay, Sir Charles? Yes, well, lots of people, they fail to realise the difficulties with picking fresh dillisk. You know, not only is there a chance you could catch hypothermia, I prefer to take the dillisk apart with my fingers. I'm that type of guy. Not only is the threat of hypothermia a constant threat, especially in the winter months, but also there has been rumours of polar bears. Now, I don't know whether that's true or not, because we do pick in the west of Ireland, but there are rumours, as I said, and you have to take everything with a pinch of salt around here, because that's what the type of people, the type of bastards we're dealing with. But you never know. So, apart from the fact that you could get hypothermia, or even a cold or a flu, you could get any amount of illnesses down there on the shore. It's dangerous work. That's why they call it the shore. Yes. Now, as I said earlier on, we put some flour and yeast and sugar, and the chili, garlic, onion mix, and that went in with the flour, yeast, water, salt. No salt, we put the seaweed in instead, and mix it all up together. And so, this is going to be a savoury pizza recipe. This will be like a savoury recipe. We're trying to make the pizza dough more of a health-orientated dough, so that when people eat it, they will say, oh my God, not only was it a beautiful, tasty pizza, but it's got all this lovely, it's got the seaweed, the dillisk, the carrageen moss, it's got the chili peppers, the ginger, the garlic, and the chopped onions. All these things are very good for you if you have them in the right proportion and if they're placed in the right bowl. You see, this is the right bowl, this is a white bowl, and it's about the right size. The reason I say it's about the right size is if you had this bowl and you were outside walking, say down by the seashore or something, and it started raining, it is very simple to put the bowl on your head, and it's like an umbrella, except it doesn't have any handle, unless you were to stick something like this into the center of the bowl with glue or something, you know. People have been asking me for years, why don't I do some kind of cookery exhibition, and here I am. Yeah? When the dough is sticky, you wouldn't believe the amount of dough I've made over the years. I was a restaurateur back in the day. I had cafes all over the world. I had one in San Francisco, London, Hong Kong, Paris, Berlin, you name it. It was a chain, a super chain. It was called Mad Mix Pizza Emporiums. It was the name he had on it, but you know, that was it. Serbia. This is the part that can get tricky. So,
There he's gone again. Do you know what? I bet he's on the wine. I bet he's got the wine in the kitchen. He's going in having a sup.
Would you stop it, Larry? He's going in there cleaning his utensils and doing whatever.
I used to have a landlord in Galway, and his name was Tricky Dicky. And I used to say to him, look here, Tricky Dicky, what do you want? And he said, you know what I want. I said, I don't know what you want. That's why you're called Tricky Dicky. You come in here asking for one thing, you're looking for something else. A glass of fresh water around 5:30 in the evening. Every evening, 5:30, glass of fresh water. Just to keep my metabolism rounded, you know. Yeah, so. Enough of Tricky Dicky. We're talking about the dough now. And the reason that at this point in the dough making process is tricky. It's tricky because the dough is sticky. And we like to call this our sticky tricky moment. So again, we put more flour in, and we knead it like this. We put more flour in. And God fucking forbid if we run out of flour, then we will be left with sticky, tricky, sticky dough, you know. And that is no good. So I'm going to try and, the plan is this evening, I just have to leave for one moment. I'm going to put you in the hands of Bartholomew now, another acquaintance of ours. And he will be finishing off the dough. Isn't that okay, Bartholomew? Don't you worry about it. I have got everything under control. You know? The sticky tricky bit, oh, it's not going to bother me. I've pounded these dough balls all my life. No better man to be doing a bit of pounding up the dough. Oh yeah. Oh, I can smell that garlic. You can smell the garlic and the chilli in it now, I tell you. It's quite pungent, but it's got that earthy flavour when it's mixed with the flour. People say, get the fuck out of here. But it's true. I didn't even have time to get my hair, go down and get prepared today. I was called in, you know, emergency. Apparently, the other fella that was here at the beginning, Sylvester, he's having some kind of problems with Interpol. I said to him, I said, you don't want to be messing around with those intelligence agencies. God knows what the fuck will happen. He said, I don't care. I like a bit of excitement. He only told me recently that he's an international man of mystery. I said, get the fuck out of here. He said, no. I've been an international man of mystery all my life. Well, since he got to 18, that's what he said. He wasn't an international man of mystery as a child, because that would have been pushing it, as he said himself. So I said, how could I become an international man of mystery? He said, well, I can't tell you that. I said, go on. We're work associates. He said, it's classified, top secret. I said, for fuck's sake, Sylvester, tell me. Be great if I was an international man of mystery. I could go into the local bar and all the women be crawling all over me. And the men. He said, well, even though it's top secret, if I were to tell you, I said, will you? No, he said, if I were to tell you how to become an international man of mystery, you might tell someone else. And then he said, he said he could walk into a bar in London or Paris or wherever, and it'd be full of fucking international men of mystery. And none of the people, the women or whatever, would be interested in him. He said, that's why it's top secret. I said, get the fuck out of here. I said, you have your point, but you could tell me. He said, I'll talk about it later. Now, I have to check. I have this flour in. The yeast is in. Check 2. The carrageen moss, the dillisk, the sea greens, the dried chili flakes. Oh yeah, we've got rid of the quesadilla. You see the quesadilla seasoning? This went into the mix earlier. I was watching from the sidelines and I noticed that they mentioned the garlic and the chili and the ginger and the onions and the olive oil and the vegetable oil, but they forgot to mention that they put in the quesadilla seasoning mix, which gives it that kind of pinky look, which is kind of nice. Now, if I had my way, I would put raisins in here as well, because when I'm chewing on something kind of like a pizza, I don't mind a small bit of sweet in it. But we had a meeting earlier, and it was decided no fucking raisins. I said, fair enough. But what I am going to do now, I'll break their balls, I'll tell you. I'm not going to tell them. I won't tell them anything. I'm going to put some of this whole wheat flour in. And I think what this will do, is this will give it a bit of a crunch. And a bit of a crispiness. They won't be able to figure out what the fuck is going on. They'll be saying, all right. You cannot be up to that, lad, when he's doing the cooking exhibitions. I was asked to do cooking exhibitions. When I was in New York, they said, would you like to come down and work for Fox Television? I said, I don't know about that. I said, I was hoping to become an international man of mystery. And what they say over there, the American fellas, when you tell them stuff like that, they say, get the fuck out of here. That's what they say. It's like you're in a kind of Sylvester Stallone movie or Clint Eastwood. It's a very popular thing to say over there. Get the fuck out of here. Now what I like to do at the end here, right? Now not a lot of people know this. Now I put my stuff back there, put the flour over there, put my equipment over here, like that. Then I like to take my dough. I like to take the dough out of the proper container, the white container that can also be used as an umbrella. After that, I like to get the bits of dough off the thing. And when these things are a bit sticky, it can be tricky. As you were told about Tricky Dicky. So when I've got that out there, you see, I like to give it a good pounding. I used to have a girlfriend, she used to say to me, back in the day, she used to say, I love it, Sylvester, when you give it a good pounding. And I said, I bet you do. She was the right piece of work though, I tell you. She cleared me out. I came back one day, everything was gone. The television, the stereo, it was a 3-in-1 stereo. This was about 1987. She even took the bloody couch, I don't know how. Because we had to bring it in through the window before the house was built. But, oh, she cleaned me out. She was a right tart. And these the boys used to say, what are you going to do with that one? She's a right tart. I said, I don't mind. She has her talents. Now, all the people in New York, I hope you're enjoying the cookery demonstration. Peter, Elaine, Carl, Liam. They're giving this a good pound in here. I don't believe it. There's fucking people. I live on the coast, on the west coast of Ireland, and there's people that go walking along the coastline, and they're lined up on the little wall outside my house, watching me do the cookery demonstration. I suppose, what can you say? They'll be saying, that's your man. Is that the fella that's been Interpol are looking after? I don't fucking know. Could well be. Don't give it a good pounding like that. I was one of the best pizza makers. Well, one of the fastest anyway. And I was often the best when I was in the right shape. But there was a lot of times when I wasn't in the right shape. Oh yeah. For a while I was a practicing alcoholic. Only joking. Now we get that like that, you see. Oh, it's looking good now. And you get all these little floury bits and they're all so dry. It's as good as a workout. Jane Fonda said to me one day when I was in Hollywood for a while. Well, I was over there doing interviews a while back. Jane Fonda said to me, she said, the way you pound your balls, your dough balls, it's as good as a workout, Bartholomew. I said, it is, Jane. She said, would you like to do it for me on camera, and I will put it on my Jane Fonda workouts? I said, well, how much are we talking about? She says, well, I'd give you 10,000. I said, give me 10,000 and 10% of the profits. She said, all right. You cute bastard. So I said, fair enough, Jane. So we had a few tequila slammers, and then we went off clubbing. Myself and Janie. I'm going to leave it with, what's his name now? Alright folks, there you have it. There's the savoury pizza dough that we made this evening. Now, we have put a lot of tender love and care into this. You can make it a lot quicker if you want. If you don't have time and you have a busy schedule, you can make it a lot quicker. Or you can just in fact buy it in the supermarket, the dough, but won't be as good as this. Or you can buy it from the pizza stores. They will deliver it to your door, I believe. I used to do that once upon a time. I had a pizza delivery business when I was working with the guys back in the day. Now I like to leave some flour out here because the plan is, this is very good roll. This is great. It's a great appetite. Oh fuck it, I'm not even going to go there. So, I'm going to leave some flour there. Is what I'm going to do. In about 45 minutes, I'm going to come back and roll out some bases. Yep. People say, can you do that? And I tell them,
can do whatever the fuck you want if you have the inclination. Now what I don't like is all this shit around here. The other guy, he can be messy sometimes. He leaves a lot of shit lying about. I'm always saying to him, why are you leaving all your shit lying about? And you know what he always says to me? What fucking business of yours is it? And I say to him, I say, Bob, I live here too. Bob can be quite an asshole sometimes. He said, oh yeah? I said, have you not noticed? He said, I've seen you around. And I said to him again, I said, so, I live here too. Well, he just looked at me. He looked at me. And he said, Jeremiah, do you think I give a fuck about you being here or not? I said, I know you don't care, Bob, but you should have some consideration for folks. Well, he said, he looked at me and he said, as if I give a monkey's fuck. And I said to him, I said, Bob, you're an asshole. And due to the fact that he'd been drinking already that day, he ended up coming at me. He trying to take me down. But 2 seconds later, I used a few of my ninja moves that I learned in New York City. I took him out, knocked him clean the fuck out.
So again, there we have our savoury pizza dough. It's a little more darker than regular pizza dough. There you have it, folks. Later on we'll be making some pizzas. We may do a short video for, we've had some requests from Buckingham Palace to show them how we make our special pizzas, and we may do that later on. Fair enough though, 10 for that boys. Alright, good night folks. Be good.